Okay, in this video what we're going to take a look at is what is called marginal analysis. And so you do this all the time. We've kind of talked about it, or we talk about this in class a lot. But marginal analysis, what that means is, what is the last one, what's the benefit of the last one? All right, how much do I benefit from the last thing that I just did, the last hour of sleep, the last hour of study, the last good that I created? What's the benefit? And then how much should it cost me in order to get that? All right, so we want to balance these two things, right? So it's easy when you look at just these two things to say, well, if the cost is greater than the benefit, I probably shouldn't do that. If the benefit is greater than the cost, then that's a good thing. All right, so if this example, we're going to talk about 3 cups of lemonade. All right, we're talking about 3 cups of lemonade. So let's say I'm a lemonade stand, and I've already created and produced, let's say, 9 cups. All right, so this is the 10th cup, this is the 11th cup, and this is the 12th cup. All right, the 10th cup, 11th cup, and 12th cup. And let's say these cups, I can sell each one of them, so the price, not the cost, but the price for each one is $1. All right, I want to know, how much does my cost go up by making that 10th cup, 11th cup, and 12th cup? All right, so what we call that marginal, I'll write out the whole thing, marginal cost. What marginal cost means is, by how much did my costs go up by from the last one? So what that looks at, let's say my total cost is, let's just say it's 15 for producing, all right, let me write this better. So let's say this equals my total cost. Let's say my total cost is 15 for producing however many goods, 9 goods. And let's say I want to produce this 10th good, right? And my total cost ends up going up to, let's say it goes up to $15.50. Right? So how much did that 10th one cost me? Well, that 10th one made my total cost go from 15 to $15.50. So that 10th one cost me 50 cents. Right? That 10th one cost me 50 cents. Right? Well, how much did I get for that 10th one? Well, then I look at what my marginal benefit is. Right? And we call that marginal revenue. It's basically how much money did I get for that 10th one. So it costs me an extra 50 cents to make that 10th one. How much can I sell that 10th one for? Well, I can sell it for $1. So if it costs me 50 cents to make it, and I can sell it for $1, should I make it? Well, hopefully you can see the answer for this one would be yes. All right, so this one is a green go ahead. Yes. Why is it yes? Because the marginal cost is 50, the marginal revenue is $1, so I'm good. I can profit by 50 cents on that one. All right. Now let's look at the, sorry, not the 11th one. Let's look at the 12th one for a second. Now, hopefully you remember that as I produced more, my costs kept going up. So now let's say my costs for this one were at, let me think for a second. Let's say I was at $16.50 for the 11th one. And let's say the 12th one pushed my costs up to, let's say, $18. All right? So that means the 12th one pushed my costs up by $1.50. Right? So this is my marginal cost, is $1.50. That's how much it cost me to make cup number 12. Well, how much can I sell cup number 12 for? Well, we know that you can only sell it for $1. So if it costs you $1.50 to make something, and you can sell it for $1, would you make it? It costs you $1.50 to make it, you can sell it for $1, would you make it? And hopefully you can see the obvious answer to that one is you do not make it. Right? So don't make that one. Number 12, not a good idea. It costs you $1.50. You can only get $1. You're losing 50 cents by making and selling that one. Don't do that. All right? So the rule is this. Now we'll try to have this make a little bit of sense, but the rule is this. You want to keep producing and keep producing and keep producing until the costs outweigh the benefit. So let's look at the very last kind of moment that you should stop. So let's say we're at $15.50. All right, so the cost for 10 was $15.50, and by producing number 11, it boost our cost up to, let's just say, 1649. All right, and I picked 1649 just to show you why you would do number 11. All right, so what's the cost right here? The cost right here is 99 cents. That's the cost. How much can I sell that one for? I can sell it for $1. So do I profit on that one? I do, right? I profit on that one. I not by much, but it is profitable. Like, people don't turn away profit, right? So it cost me 99 cents to make it. I get $1 for it, so this one's a go. So the rule goes like this. You produce up until the costs outweigh the benefit, or the main rule goes like this. You produce where MR, which is the extra benefit, equals MC, which is the extra cost. And that's the point of most profit. Right? It's the point of most profit. Because you go further than that, then you're losing money on each one that you produce. If you go less than that, you're missing out on profit that you could be making. Right? So let's say it was possible to make 10.5. Well, there would be a little profit you can make on number 10.5. What about 10.99? Yeah, there would be a little profit you could make on 10.99. Right? But once you go beyond 11, then your profits start decreasing, because it's going to cost you, let's say it costs you $1.01 to make something just above 11, and you can only sell it for $1. So then your profit just went down by a cent. All right? So hopefully that concept makes sense, but this is how we marginally analyze how many we should make. All businesses do this. They do it naturally. Obviously, if it costs them more to make it than they're going to get by selling it, you're not going to produce that amount. So the goal isn't to maximize revenue. The goal is to maximize profit. And we do that by producing at the point where MR equals MC.